Hi everyone, it's Elle Aspilla. My pronouns are she and her, and I am your Miss Trans Global Philippines 2021 Province of Laguna.
Good day everyone, I am Qyzel A. Sapitanan, currently a 4th year BS Biology student in De La Salle. I am your Miss Lasallian Cup 2019 and Miss Millennial Philippines Top 10 finalist. My pronouns are she and her.
Hey guys, my name is Julienne Eugenio. I go by the pronouns she and they. I am the La Salle College of Nursing's Miss Nightingale from 2019, and I would just like to welcome you all sa second ever episode ng LAYA's HERstory,
wherein we're going to answer questions about our experiences in the world of pageantry. So without further ado, tara, kwentuhan tayo.
My first pageant was in 2019. I still have short hair back then. It happened in a small barangay here in Binyan City, province of Laguna.
I started joining beauty pageant inside the academe, particularly at the age of 15. I just really wanted to try something new to see whether if I could do it and to somehow assess and discover myself. I remember I was nervous at that time, as any first-timer would be, knowing that I would be representing myself and the class in front of a large number of people. And I admit that I was just starting to build my self-confidence at that time. But with faith, determination, and being surrounded by my constant support system, I won the title. And throughout that experience, it gave me a little push or somehow an opportunity for me to compete on a bigger stage.
So I started pretty late, mga 2019, as an 18-year-old. Kaya yun, my first pageant is Mr. and Miss Nightingale, and I was very nervous kasi syempre, I feel like when it comes to stuff like this, syempre, better late than never, pero I had no experience. But by the grace of God, my first ever pageant is also the first pageant that I have won in. So ayun.
Most challenging experience, definitely the pasarela or how you walk. Kasi different segment requires a different walk and style. For example, for swimsuit, iba yung walk mo sa casual or evening gown. It's so hard, but then you really have to train lang talaga to wear those 6 inches heels para maging masanay ka and mas maging maayos yung walk mo or yung pasarela.
To be honest, one of the most challenging experiences as a beauty pageant contestant is to believe in yourself, or in my case, to believe in myself. But along the way, I have come to realize that it takes courage and bravery to be who you are. And it is okay to just be your authentic self, because when you are transparent and authentic, people will be able to connect with you and learn a bit more about you. It is also important to surround yourself with the right people who will truly support you and help you throughout your journey.
Most definitely, my most challenging experience is having no experience. I didn't really think I'd have to invest in talent portions, in runway, stuff like that. So ayun, I was very nervous about going on stage and having to do those things. But I overcame it just knowing that I had a good partner, that I was enjoying what I was doing, and that I did my best representing my class.
Of course, all my photos during my Miss Trans Global Philippines journey. But kung papipiliin ako ng isa, definitely the evening gown wherein I'm wearing the gold fitted gown by Miss Ariel Carriaga.
I love all my pageant looks kasi, but if I would have to choose one, it would be this picture right here. I love my makeup here, and this was also the time that I realized na, I can really pull off a look with a pink lipstick. So in terms of hairstyling, my favorite would just be straight hair, and with a touch of pearl accessories, since I've always loved pearls, because it just gives me that simple yet sophisticated look.
I've only had 2, and I will always love the first one. Not because I won, but I just feel like my favorite color is green. I love gold, and I had both of those colors in that look, and also it just reminds me of me I was the most confident in that look, and it's the look that everyone knows is mine. It's kind of like my signature.
Definitely Miss Mela Habijan, Miss Trans Global 2020, singer, writer, actress, and an advocate.
My inspiration would have to be Kylie Versosa. I was just instantly smitten by her beauty, and she is undeniably gorgeous. She is also a well-educated and empowered woman who uses her social media platforms to spread critical awareness for the causes that she believes in, especially during this time of pandemic.
The first person that did come to my mind is my classmate and good friend, Pipay. She's a pageant queen herself, and I opened up to her before anyone actually found out that I wanted to try pageants, that it's always been a dream of mine, but I never had the guts because I'm not exactly the ideal girl for stuff like that. But from that moment to the pageant itself, she was always the one to just remind me of who I am and what I can offer, what I can show off. So at the day of the pageant, I was always like, what would Pipay do? Until now, actually. So I've become braver, I've become the woman I am today because of you, Pipay. So if you're watching, I love you.
Good evening, everyone. Always for inclusivity, I am Elle, Aspilla, 22-year-old stunner all the way from the city of life, Piñan, province of Laguna. Okay, you need to practice on that pa.
I remember when my Quezon province sash was across my chest, and I would introduce myself like this. Qyzel Ayala Sapitanan, from the land of thousand colors, Quezon province!
I don't think of it that much. I always just say like, introduce yourself, be yourself. I always try to make sure that even just saying who I am kind of gives people an idea on, oh, she's that girl, she's like this, she's like that. So hopefully people get that vibe from me. Hopefully they understand like the kind of energy I'm trying to give off just by introducing myself. Like I want to be that girl who has, you know, this I don't know how to describe myself. The girl who's always smiling, the girl who just thinks life is a party. I feel like the best way to really represent yourself and whoever you are representing in a pageant is a gown. Like,
Of course, definitely evening gown.
The evening gown competition.
I look classy, elegant, and sophisticated. And pangarap ko talagang mag-prom ng nakagown.
This is the time that you can showcase your sultry walk, and at the same time, just enjoy the moment of showcasing your authentic self. This is also my favorite segment because of the opportunity to showcase the amazing gowns made by our talented local designers.
there's so many ways you could design a gown. There's so many ways you could just choose a color and stuff like that. Like I know you can choose colors for swimsuits, but gowns have always been my favorite. I love being in a dress. I love it. So I most definitely prefer gowns over swimsuits.
Definitely the Q&A portion, or if meron man advocacy segment.
Definitely the casual interview and Q&A.
But my favorite part will always be question and answer.
Because I get to share my purpose in joining beauty pageants.
Because this will be the great opportunity for you to truly express yourself and at the same time to address your opinions constructively on a given issue and be that image of hope to the community.
I feel like it's satisfying to hear what a beautiful woman has to say that comes from her heart and mind. You know, it's just my absolute favorite. It's also the most important part of the pageant, in my opinion. It's what I prepare myself for the most because I can't explain it, but I am very much in love with question and answer. Because I feel like when it comes to your face, the way you dress, yeah, it's you, but the way you talk, the way you let your heart do the speaking for you, it's different and it depends on the person. So yeah, I feel like that's really important for me.
Wipes, tissues, sleepers after kasi sobrang sakit mag-heels for like how many hours and mag-walk sa stage and magkaroon pa rin ng poise. And of course yung tissue kasi sobrang pawisin ko talaga.
Of course, heels are very important Facial tissues also come in handy, especially when one segment is already over, then you can already fix yourself backstage. Water to hydrate yourself, and chocolates. It gives me that extra energy that I need before going into the stage.
I don't know if this is physical or like just things to keep with you, but I always love highlighter. Like, look at your shiny face whenever you're on stage. Whenever people are looking at you from afar, you just glow. Love that. And sentimentally speaking, I do always have my friends with me. I never really have the courage to do anything if it's not for my friends, my family, just the people who remind me that, you know what, let's do this for them. They absolutely, without a doubt, believe that you can do whatever you want to do. So I really admire their support. They are always here for me. So I love every single one of you. And yeah, that's basically it. Just me, myself, and I, my heart, my support, and my highlighter.
I don't think we should compare the struggles of a cis woman and a trans woman, because at the end of the day, we are both victims of this patriarchal society in the world of pageantry. At first, it was used as a form of entertainment to impose beauty standards, but gone are the days, because pageantry is now an avenue to celebrate womanhood, to challenge the patriarchal system, to break the stereotypes in terms of beauty standards, and to stop the society from dictating what a woman should do and can do in the society. When I started pageantry in 2019, the only difference that I observed from cis pageant and trans pageant is that how society look at it. So for the cis pageantry, people look at it as an avenue to celebrate womanhood, to look at beautiful women, talented women. However, for trans pageantry, sad reality is that they look at it as an entertainment event. I believe that more than just entertaining people, our role as a beauty queens in the trans pageantry is to really advocate for something, to fight for equality, and to celebrate our femininity as trans individuals.
Pageants are a powerful platform for empowering women from different walks of life. It has visibly become more inclusive of more women, which is an essential representation in our diverse country. But more than that, beauty pageants allow us to redefine the beauty standards or the beauty ideals, that a woman's beauty extends well beyond what society imposes. It also showcases the power of women, our positive influence to value diversity, to use our intelligence and leadership to inspire and be the voice to others, and also to utilize this platform to empower other women as well.
Well, I'll be honest, just like when you think of pageants, the first person to enter your mind is not someone who's 5'1", who's shaped like me. Sometimes I definitely feel like people will always have this in their mind that's like, paano ka nakakapag-pageant? Like, you're shaped like that. Ganyan yung itsura mo. But I'm just like, ang ganda ko, anong gagawin natin? Joke. No, I just feel like when you start to realize that you have to think and act for yourself, how anyone else thinks of you doesn't really matter anymore. I've tried to embed this in my mind that, you know what, they could speak, but they don't pay my bills, they don't pay for my tuition, they don't have any contribution to my life. I'm minding my own business, and these are people who are minding my business when they have themselves to worry about. So I always just try to remind myself that when you do anything, make sure that it's for you. I do everything for me. Whatever, I'm not saying be selfish, but like, do it 100%. I'm not someone who does anything half-heartedly, And this is why. Because if you do anything just for the sake of pleasing everyone else, you're not really gonna be happy. Even if you're like successful with it, you're not gonna be happy because it's not for you. So I always make sure to just remember what is for me, what is something that I love, what is something that is worth it, and what's something that no one can stop me from doing, which is this. I feel like I affect my self-esteem more than anyone, but I'm dealing with it healthily. I just try to remind myself of what's important.
I believe that advocacies play an important role in beauty pageant.
Question and answers, having advocacy, having something, you know, that means the world to you, something that you want to fight for. So I believe it's important to have something you want to fight for.
Pageantry is not just about being pretty, having the talent, having the poise to walk in those high heels.
Being a beauty queen means being able to help those in need, to understand people, and to share their stories with the rest of the world.
It's about advocating for something. It's about using the platform to make a positive impact in this society.
Because if you don't stand for anything, you fall for nothing. You know what I mean?
These experiences will serve as the greatest motivation and reason to fight for the causes that you are passionate about, or we are passionate about. Because at the end of the day, it is you who will give more meaning or significance to your crown.
I always believe that there is always something worth fighting for.
I think it's about time that we reclaim our narrative as women in this patriarchal society. But let's use this platform to tell the society that we are not just women. We are women and we are capable of doing things beyond what you think we can do. To the young girls watching this video and those who want to join beauty pageant, cliche as it may sound, I want you to be yourself.
You could do absolutely whatever you want, but I just hope that this is something for you, not because you think this is what's good for you or what you think is gonna make people proud of you, because there are so many things you can do that'll make people proud of you.
Remember to embrace your own beauty and never limit yourself of what you can and cannot do.
Winning isn't the number one goal here. It's representing yourself and just showing people who you are.
It's about time that we reclaim our own narrative. It's about time that we write our own stories as women in the society. Take up space and never let anyone, even the society, to stop you from achieving your goals and hinder you from becoming the best version of yourself.
It's gonna be hard to be proud of yourself if your number one goal is to win. Remember, winning isn't everything. Sometimes just being you, just putting your best foot out there is winning.
Believe and trust your vision or dream. Turn it into action and be that ripple of positive effect to empower other girls or women in the society.
Thank you for celebrating Women's Month with us, and I would just like to remind you,
there is nothing wrong with being multifaceted or being driven to your goals, because you are a woman, a unique and empowered one.
na hindi ka babae lang. Babae ka and you are capable of doing things beyond the society's expectation. Laban at abante, babae.
Until our next kwentuhan, spread love and take care. Bye-bye.